Hey, what's up everybody? This is Thatguyjakey bringing to you my first ever review. So this is going to be the review on, as what the title says, God of War Ascension. So let's start off with gameplay. So the gameplay of God of War is a typical God of War game with a little bit of tweaks to it. There's a new grapple system where it's more free flow. You can do more stuff with grappling, and it's pretty much you grab someone and then you can attack a few other people while holding someone, and you can smash someone you can smash that person when you're holding onto the ground with other people. It's really good. There's nothing to complain about the controls because well, for me, and I'm pretty much for everyone, the controls when you hold the DualShock and you just play the game. It's just like, yeah, I know the controls already. You know, it's nothing too complex. Typical action adventure game. The in-game gameplay is really good. As I said before, just like a typical God of War game, there's like intense moments. They're so intense. They make it into a cutscene, and then you have to do action button scenes where, like, for example, Kratos is sliding down something and then like he needs to jump, so it tells you to it brings up a it brings up an indicator of you pressing the X. So yeah. What else can we say about the gameplay? All I can say really is that it's just a normal God of War game. There's really nothing to complain about. The controls, it runs really well. Oh, in the game you get new powers. Of course, in every God of War game you get new powers, magic and whatnot. But you keep the Blaze of Chaos, and within the game you get different powers. So you can get ice powers from Poseidon. You can get fire powers from Ares. You get lightning power from Zeus, and you get underworld powers from Hades. That's 4 powers, right? But when you start the game, it's just a plain Blade of Chaos. It's just a plain grey blade, if you want to call it that way. Visuals. So, what can I start with the God of War Ascension visuals? The visuals are outstanding. I mean, it's really sharp. Everything looks really detailed. The texturizing within the game is like really good. You can tell that they've spent a ton of time on the visuals of God of War Ascension. It's a really big step from God of War 3, whereas God of War 3 is really nice, it's really good, I'm telling you that, but it looks a bit too on the comic-y side. Now, if you compare with Ascension looks more realistic. You know, everything looks more like figured out, proportions are fit well, and even the unrealistic stuff look realistic. You know, they look believable. You'd think they are jamming somewhere in the world or back in the whenever, you know. But it's really good. I think maybe this might be, you know what, it's not even a thing. This is one of the best graphical games on the PS3, for PS3 exclusive anyways. Uncharted 3 was outstanding as well, so I don't know which one's better, but for me you can't really compare them two, because Uncharted 3 is literally a realistic game. You know, it's real people and whatnot, unlike God of War. It is real, but then at the same time it's not as real as Uncharted, if you get me. But yeah, obviously the menu's changed, and it's a big step from God of War 3 or the rest of God of War's. Slightly disappointed because I like when you see half of Kratos' face, and then when you press the new game and you jump right into the game, it zooms right out, and yeah, that's where you start. But who's to blame? The menu is really nice, and yeah, sound. So, sound of God of War. As I said, what can you say about it? The soundtrack of God of War is amazing. if you're into those orchestra music and whatnot, from soundtracks of course, then you would love God of War. It's really in depth. It brings you. For me, it feels like I'm gaining powers. I know it sounds kind of creepy, but yeah, I mean, it's a really nice soundtrack to listen to, playing game or listening to yourself. The sound effects in God of War is, what can I say again? It's God of War. This is why I don't get why reviewers are giving it a bad time. But yeah, the sound is just God of War like. It's amazing. What else can you say about it? Now, this is the storyline part. God of War Ascension is a really good story. I'm not gonna say it's the best. I know a lot of people saying, oh yeah, God of War 2 and whatnot is the best, and I actually agree with them. God of War 2's storyline is very, very intense. It brings you within the game, and I can't even tell you the ending, man. The ending is just so epic. It literally starts. It's like it's the starting of God of War 3, and then God of War 3 starts at the end of God of War 2, and it just, when you finish the game of God of War 2, you want more God of War. You know, there's no exception. You just want more God of War. And with now God of War Ascension, the ending is very nice. It's really good. It's intense. Not as intense as God of War 2, but it's very intense. I know it's a prequel and it goes run into God of War 1, but it doesn't give you that feeling to play God of War 1. But the in-game overall story, it's really good. You know, I'll have the storyline in the description below. But yeah, it's fairly good. It's action packed. You know, there's not any gods in there. It's all the sisters. So don't expect to see Zeus or Hades or whatnot. You see them in a little cutscene, but you don't actually see their you just see an outline of them. But yeah, it's mostly about here. It's mostly about Kratos, the Oracle, the sisters, and obviously Kratos' family, his mother, his wife and daughter. That's pretty much it. And here is my favorite part of the game, the multiplayer. Wow! What can I say about the multiplayer? The multiplayer is it's a really epic addition to the God of War series. I don't even know why they didn't have multiplayer before, but I'm glad they finally brought it in. It feels like, yes, as if this isn't even new. It feels like it's a typical game that has a multiplayer in it. The multiplayer is just really good, just like Uncharted. It's just naturally good. There's some problems I can say about the multiplayer, but I'm pretty much sure they're gonna put patches in it. You do get cut off from the lobby quite easily. I mean, my internet kind of sucks, and I was just watching some YouTube videos, and I was in the lobby, and it kept on saying I disconnected. So that's only my experience, though. I don't know about anyone else's internet. But yeah, the gameplay of multiplayer is really good. It does require skill, so don't expect it to be like the single player. There's parrying, there's small light attack, there's heavy attack, there's magic, there's relics, there's everything in there. And of course, you give your life to God. I gave my one to Zeus, as I nearly finished Zeus. So you can easily switch over to another god, and you start from level 1, and you get new weapons and whatnot. So that's that's very good. It's a good replay value, and if you're into these type of like RPG kind of leveling up kind of stuff, that's pretty good. It will keep you on your seat, and there's a lot of epic matches. Not that much stages, which I'm kind of disappointed in, but I know there's going to be more DLC and so on. So if you have the collector's edition, pick it up now, and you'll get every future DLC for free. But yeah, there's not that much stages, so you kind of slightly get bored of the arenas. But you know, as long as you have good players and you're good, what else can happen? You know, you have an epic battle every single moment. There's not one time I've had a boring battle, because the modes, the gameplay, everything makes it so epic. And I'm very proud of Santa Monica that they've brought multiplayer in, and they've put so much effort into it, because you can cut people open, man. That is so nuts. You can cut off people's heads, slice off their arms, slice off their legs, cut them right open, and you see the intestines pop out, and blood and shreds and this and that. Man, this is a really good multiplayer. There's nothing to miss out on. This is the multiplayer, and if you're very interested in it, please do play it, because like I said, there's nothing to miss out on. And I guarantee you, if you're into these fighting games and you know you like bloodsheds and you know gore and fantasy type stuff, this is the multiplayer. This includes the single player as well. You know, God of War is a very, very good franchise, which isn't to miss if you have a PS3. It is amazing. So I think this is the end of my review, and what is my score? Pow! I give this a 9. So please enjoy that 9, and I will see you all in my next unboxing video, which will be, well, scheduled to be The Last of Us. So please do subscribe, like, comment, and enjoy my video. See you later.